Yo, it's your boy MJ, man. I'm here for another edition of the New Heat Spotlight. It's volume 12. I'm here with the producer, the mega star, the man behind everybody's great tunes. Yo, Ready to G, what's the deal, folks?
Man, I appreciate you, man. Good looking.
Always, man. It's always good to, meet a fellow father, in the industry we live in, time is of the essence, especially with family and everything, too. So let's introduce yourself, let people know who you are, get your thing.
Yeah. So I go by Rated CG. That's my producer name, and we're at the Measuring Lab right now, which is my studio. Drastic Measures is the label, and I've worked with a ton of artists from LA: Glasses Malone, Kendrick, Lamar, Dolla, my boy Silk the Shocker, No Limit. Shout out to Silk. Right now I'm working on Xian Bell. We're locked in heavy. Maybe like 4 projects deep or something. So that's what I'm working on right now. Yeah.
Okay. So you've been around the game a long time.
Yeah. I've been around for a minute. Maybe like 2008 or 9. Yeah.
Oh, right when music was booming.
Yeah.
This real transition.
Yep. I was managing 2 artists at the time. I was just like a kid pretty much. But at that time, I was taking them out to like different shows, and I ended up meeting Glasses at a show like they were opening up for him. And at that point, like, Certified had just dropped with Akon, so he was like the guy like out here. He had the Bentley rolling around all over LA.
Facts.
And he came to the studio for a session. My first spot in Bellflower. Locked in and did a few songs, and he was kind of like sold, and we started working together. And him just being like that person here in LA that all the up and coming artists would go to, it kind of just like gave me access to all of them. And
gave you access to basically the city.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because everybody would tap in. It's starting out like TF Third, YG. I got like a song with both of them too, like before the Def Jam like deal. Joe Moses, Dolla, like as Tooted and Booted was popping or starting to bubble. They came like for guidance to Glasses. So.
Okay.
Crazy.
Man, you got your handprint on a lot of things then.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I've been around. I'm a dinosaur now.
I feel it. So how did tell me about the Silk the Shocker. How'd that come about?
Silk, Jay, he's a writing partner of mine. So as a producer, I have like different writers that'll come in from time to time. So me and Jay, that's my guy. He was in a celebrity basketball league.
Okay.
And Silk is too, they're like
that's what they do.
Ballers, yeah. So they were playing together, and first of all, I got a shot.
You played?
Let me just say that I got a shot. Yeah. From beyond the 3 though, not anything inside. I'm that guy. I'm JJ Redick if you need me.
I feel it.
So yeah. Anyway, so he invited me out to a couple games, and got to meet like a few people, and Silk was one of them. And he was working on some stuff at the time and needed a studio to work out of, and we linked up, and that's the rest is history. So. So we got some stuff coming up. We were just locked in a couple weeks ago, actually.
Okay. So when did the journey of Rated TG start?
So before I met Glasses, probably be like high school. I was playing sports like my freshman year, and then I always had a love for music. Always had a love for technology. Just working on computers and stuff. So. Somehow it just ended up like coming together. Decided to get like some music software like for a gift for my birthday, and as I was still playing sports, I would just invite some of the older people that was on the team to come and get on the song. They were freestyling stuff, just like joking around, So I'd be like, yeah, I got a little $100 like mic, I got this program, like let's do something. And that's really like what it was. It was just me putting a bunch of loops together and inviting some of the homies from high school to come and rap.
Raps? We don't got no Rated TG secret exclusives out there?
No, not like that. Not anything that I took seriously. But I mean, so I write like a lot too. So I have some stuff that I've used like for TV placements and stuff. So I actually have like a placement where I'm doing like all the vocals on The Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's you.
Yeah. So just like stuff like.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
crazy. That's one of my shows right there.
Oh, okay.
I binge watch that all the time.
Yeah. Oh man, that's dope. But yeah, you definitely won't see me like Xian Bell featuring. Like,
so, how many names did you go through before you settled on Rated TG?
Two, yeah. So the first one was Tommy Guns, and that's where the TG originates from. But as I started getting older, I was like, I don't really like
want to be called Tommy Guns.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Tommy Guns.
There's something about that just like doesn't sit well with me. So I ended up dropping the Guns in. There was a female BR. Shout out to BR. She was a female R&B singer that I was working with at the time. And she was like, this like sound like it's, I don't know, she gave it that name in the session. I forgot exactly how it came about, but she started like stamping that. So it's kind of like my quality of work was rated TG.
Up there,
yeah, so
too good.
Yeah. So that's where it came from, and I've been rocking with that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's some more.
So you've been working with Xian Bell. You're a couple projects in with him. How was it, getting somebody who was a big athletic, he played basketball, and then, and now he's into music, he's an R&B artist. Like, tell me how it's been bringing him up in the game and constructing his sound. How's that been?
It's been interesting. We got like his very first stuff that he started recording. So we've been working together for maybe like 7-8 years like now. So a lot of the very early stuff, like he started off like as a backpack like rapper pretty much. Yeah. So to hear the transition now to like full like R&B singer is crazy. And we'll joke around and like listen to some of it and kind of just like laugh now to see like where it's like
where he's
gone to now. Yeah. But the transition has been, I don't know, exciting. When we did You Were My Dream, we still felt like he was a rapper. And then when we put it out, everybody was like, "Oh man, this is real R&B!" Like hashtag, and they were like, "Whoa, wait, what?" Yeah. Like real R&B? Like we weren't even thinking that we were doing that. So yeah, exciting. Yeah.
Is there any artist that like that you worked with or that you worked on a project with them and it's been just awing?
Yeah. Well, I think Keon's for sure. I mean, not to keep talking about Keon, but just because we work together so close, and that's kind of like that. Those last project, You Were My Dream, and then this new one that we're doing that we still need to get your part.
Oh yeah. We're here. We're here in the studio. We can get it in.
Yeah. So since I've been working so closely with that, I think, and just to see it like grow, so we just passed 1 million streams on Apple Music, which again, I mean, to a big artist, it's just 1 million, I guess. But to us, like that's a huge deal.
That's a huge deal to me.
Yeah.
I know it's like to hit 1 million.
Yes. All right. Yeah. So so to see that, and then I mean, when you add everything else, it's probably like over 3. But the Apple, I don't know, that was for whatever reason, that's like a big deal to us. So to see that. And then to know right before we put out You Were My Dream was like 15K total.
20K, I know you.
Yeah. So that's awing to me, is to see that difference. And then to do, so we're just doing music that just felt good to us, and we thought it was rap. And then, but to see people say R&B, I'm so happy. This is real R&B music. That's awing to me. So
I feel it. So I know you work with Glasses. You work. I mean, you know the HomeGrown family.
Yeah.
So tell me how that was and how that bond was created.
Yeah. It was super dope just to see where they've come from too. I mean, they're the guys out here right now.
Right. Shout out Chuck Head.
Yeah, Chuck and Head. Yeah, Sparkle. Yeah, Lupe too. Yeah,
Lupe, Silas, man, everybody, the team. What's up, guys?
Mm-hmm. I would go hang out with Glasses and roll with him to Chuck's apartment and go hang out for a while and then go to Denny's after and watch everybody bicker over something what. Yeah. So yeah, that that was cool. And I've known Head. We actually went to the same high school. We went to GAR. We didn't know each other at that time because he was like a few years older than me. And then having Glasses, be somebody that was always at the studio, the first studio that I had. Head would always be there too. So it was a big like family like unit for sure. And yeah, super proud of them. Me and Glasses, after that, we had a studio that we got together in Signal Hill, which they ran the HomeGrown station in our like downstairs room. So that was dope too. But yeah, just all love. It's family, yeah.
What's the funniest bickering conversation that you heard?
Ah, God, I don't even know, man. With Glasses, it's like anything, man, anything. I don't even know. Just too many to count.
I mean, you've been in a lot of rooms. So.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you work with big names, Glasses, K-Dot, Tyga, Ty Dolla $ign, all multi-platinum artists. Like, man, do you ever just sit back and just be like, man, I'm sitting here, like I'm here. I know you're a new dad, so it's a whole new aspect to the game. So you got to look at it differently. So I know, man. So tell me the awe moments. I mean, where you just sit back and it's just like, I'm in awe.
I haven't had that yet. I mean, I guess there's like little like things like watching Keon's stuff on Apple hit the
hit
1
the
M.
benchmark. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's cool. I could say, all right, that's an awe like moment. I'm gonna take that in, but like it's not over because that's not at the end of the day. That's not what we came to do. Shout out to Kobe, but the job's not finished.
Facts.
So I can appreciate those cool like milestones, but for like what I've had in my head since I was, playing on the soccer team, inviting people to come over, like that, my end goal like still hasn't like been reached yet.
Okay.
So,
what is your end goal? What is the finish line for you?
The finish line is to have like a Xian Bell like artist be like a top tier like name, like top 5 like in all of like music, and to have multiple artists that not necessarily sound like that one sound, but just to have like different vibes, even as a reggaeton artist, just a bunch of different artists from all over like the landscape, the musical landscape. And yeah, put everybody on, put my team on. I have a lot of like songwriters, I have a lot of producers that I work with, and yeah, that's really my goal, is to have everybody just get their shine, get their recognition on a major level.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's real. So
and to turn this room into like a huge like compound, I want to have like 10 studios. But yeah,
I feel it. That's work. But you working definitely.
Yeah.
So
you.
with your craft, like how, like tell me, like we're finna go through you breaking down a track. So like tell me what it's like sitting down, getting ready to put the mixing on something, or putting the extra tune in when you're with an artist. Like tell me what that process is like.
It's dope. I mean, that's what I live for. That's like a NBA like game. I just get excited just being in it. But there's always different elements like to it. So I enjoy. So right now, I will use Keon again, but using that project, like so right now we're finishing up like his recordings. After that, like I'll take it, arrange it, export all the instruments, and pick it apart, change the arrangement, just see how I can make it different.
Well, show me.
And it start,
Show me what you're talking about.
And it start like inviting different, players over, just to make it interesting. So I'm gonna play a session. This is a Glasses session with Kendrick. This is Thuggin'. And shout out to Sega too, because he co-produced this. I kind of came in on the back end. Pause. what I like to do.
Pause for sure.
Yeah, what I like to do is I don't know. People will use me in different like ways. Sometimes I'll produce a beat like completely from scratch. In this case, the main part of the beat was already done, and Glasses asked me to come in to rearrange everything to make instead of a beat with vocals on top, make it a song. So that's really what I was trying to do. And there's like guitars on it, like live guitars. So I was coming in there, recording it, and then like rearranging everything. So,
rearranging where you're putting it on what part of the song.
Yeah, just to make sure that it has like the vibe that it needs. Yeah, this is the main part of the instrumental.
Yeah, you just added those guitar stems.
Yeah. So when we recorded the guitars initially, it was just like you were just playing stuff, the guitar player, and I had to like pick out
What you wanted.
what I wanted and what was gonna make it sound like a build-up. Because there's different parts of the song. You know, we have the verse and the chorus, so I had to try to figure out what made sense in what spots and how to go around the vocals.
Yeah, because the vocals are muted right now.
Yeah, vocals are muted, yeah. Let's play the whole thing.
Guess I need a motherfucking hoe. Take my mama up and tell her give me one. Nah, niggas say they real. I'm the realest one. I'm the real. This is exactly how I'm feeling, bruh. Ain't no chillin', bruh. I'm a motherfucking dog. I'm a motherfucking dog.
So what do you see when you're doing all this? Like, what
I'm
do
a
you see?
motherfucking dog.
Really a picture. I'm really just trying to paint a picture with the instruments. Because even like some of this stuff, it was just like the same loop over and over. So I'm like trying to drop stuff just to make it interesting,
Just to make it intricate.
Yeah, make it intricate and make it change. Because as a song arrangement, it should be like flowing. It should be coming and going.
Man, nigga,
So yeah, then of course you got Kendrick's parts.
Crowd screaming the way there's a chance. They all in my era, all that's an era. Role model, I can't. It's like I'm a parrot. Apparently I'm marking the dance. I seen done with the devil, such a ghetto romance. How many niggas fall victim looking at you trapped in the system? Mentally they tapped you in prison and you won't get out, no one visit. Open up your mouth, no one listen. You in denial, nigga. I'm in denial with you.
What's really dope about Kendrick is that his part that he gave at the end, his harmony, I had to like figure out what to do with that. So I even broke the beat down to make room like for
To make room for this part.
Yeah.
Do you see that right lives in me? I'm a motherfucking dog. All I ever was, look around. All I ever done. All I ever was, look around.
But yeah, that's basically it. So that's my job on this record, is to figure out how to make it work. They gave me all the pieces, and
You
now,
just said, here's the puzzle, put the puzzle together.
exactly.
So it's not done yet. This song isn't done
No,
yet.
this song is out. It doesn't sound
Okay.
like it because this is like
'Cause
the raw.
Oh,
section.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We actually took it and mixed it in Northridge at another studio with like a huge like $1 million SSL board. Yeah.
I feel it. I mean, you referenced it when you said you look at that. It's like a picture. It's like a painting. So,
Yeah.
like, has there ever been one where you just couldn't put it together to make it sound like you wanted to sound? You just had to go with what you had.
Sometimes, because sometimes I have like less. Like you were saying, like they'll give you everything and then figure it out. But sometimes I don't have everything. But you know, I just kind of like look at it differently and try to figure out how can I make this interesting with less. Sometimes people won't necessarily have every instrument like broken down, and I have to find ways to still make it sound dope, make it change without it actually changing. So you know, I use a lot of effects. Like one thing that I like to do is use filters, and I think I used it somewhere on here too, yeah, because I have it pulled up. Where I'll like cut off, you know, some of the frequencies just to make it sound like it's drowning out or whatnot. Yeah, so let's do it on here. That's why you can't hear.
Okay.
Yeah, just what certain sounds like pop out. Yeah.
Okay. For sure. Man, I appreciate you even, allowing me to come see some of this, some of this greatness, man. Shout out Glasses, shout out K-Dot, man. Hey, man, Dugging Out Now, make sure you go get that. TG, it's Sega, right? What?
Yeah.
And Sega co-produced, man.
Yeah.
It's out now. But, man, let them know where they can find you, where they can tap in, what where to find you if they need that that artist work.
That sauce, yeah, that secret sauce.
You feel me?
Yeah, you can find me. My Instagram is rated _TG, RATED _TG. Same as Twitter, and my website. That's probably one of the easiest things. It's ratedtg.com.
Hey, I'm with it.
Yeah.
Man, once again, I appreciate you, big dog, man. My guy. You already know it's your boy MJ himself, man. It's another episode of New Heat Spotlight, man. Let's get it.